Since I've started this channel, I've had PETA and its advocates on my case for this right here, a hook. So today, I'm gonna cut it off and show you how to catch fish with a fly with no hook. To start this pattern, we'll insert the hook into the vise, secure our thread in place, and snip your excess free. We'll continue wrapping backwards towards the bend of our hook. Next, we'll grab some rope. Here I'm using paracord, pulling out the center and brushing it out to separate the fibers. Once complete, it should look something like this. We'll trim the ends to length and use this to secure it tightly to our hook shank, making sure to add adequate thread tension so it can't be pulled free. Another way to help prevent this is by taking a few wraps behind it, followed by some locking wraps over the top to help make sure it's secured in place. With this complete, we'll grab some EP fibers, here I'm using white, securing them to one side of our fly. Before folding it over and securing it to the other. This will help add some variation in color and profile to our pattern, helping to break up the nylon rope. We'll trim this up to be just a bit longer than the nylon before grabbing some flash. Here I'm using lateral scale in the color pearl. We'll snip a few sections free, securing it to one side of our fly. Before folding it over and securing it to the other, followed by some silver holographic tinsel. We'll vary up the length slightly before securing it to the top side of our fly. Snip your excess free. Cover up your tag ends, wrapping your thread forward and adding a bit of super glue to the hook shank. Here, we'll grab a dumbbell eye and secure it to the underside of our fly. Secure it tightly in place using figure 8 patterns, ensuring it stays locked in place. With the dumbbell eye secured tightly in place, ensure it can't be moved and wrap backwards towards your tail. Here, we'll grab some marabou, trim away the tip, and secure it to the side of your hook shank. At which point, we'll grab the feather and begin palmering it around the body, doing so until we start to reach the thicker part of the feather. Secure it tightly in place, and snip your excess free. At which point, we'll pull everything backwards, taking some locking wraps over the top, and helping to give it a brushback look, before grabbing another marabou feather, this time in the color red. We'll secure this just in front of the white, repeating our previous steps by palmering it forward once again until we reach the thicker part of the feather. Secure it tightly in place. With this complete, we'll once again brush it back, locking it in place and giving it a brushback look, leaving a bit of room at the head of the fly so we can grab some dubbing. Here I'm using a blend made up of some sheep's wool as well as a bit of flash. We'll straighten out the fibers and secure them so that part is still sticking out past the eye. We'll secure it tightly in place, with the majority of it sticking out past the eye. Before turning our fly over, pull your fibers forward and secure it just in front of your eye. We'll continue to wrap forward slightly, up towards a hook eye, before brushing our fibers backwards, bringing your thread just in front and securing it tightly in place. Whip finish to hold it all together. Snip your thread free and brush it out to remove any trapped fibers and give it that nice, fuggy look. With this complete, we'll pull the fibers backwards and grab some flexible UV resin, painting over the head of our fly to help ensure the front of it stays brushed back. Once happy, we'll fix in place with a UV light, and this is a hookless fly pattern made for a species of fish with extremely small teeth and a very bony jaw. And if you know what it is, comment it below for your chance to win this fly. The use of a nylon rope will get intertwined in its teeth and allow you to bring in the fish. And while it might not be PETA approved, it's not a bad compromise. However, I wouldn't suggest using this for the majority of species. Subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.